returned. And we're going to do some DLC stuff. This stream is all about Leliana's song. We've completed the main story, so we start new game. You have Origins, Awakening, which we will do, probably starting tomorrow. It's about 7 to 10 hours, depending on what I do in it. You have the Darkspawn Chronicles. We have Liliana's song, which we're going to do. The Golems of Agmarok, which I don't know if we're going to do that or not, but we might. And we're definitely going to do Witch's Hunt. So we have at least 3 of the 5 DLCs we're going to do. I might do these two just as a combination. Darkspawn Chronicles and Golems of Agmarok. That way I just have them on the stream. So I might do those on one stream combined. They're not very long, they're not very good, so it just depends. We will see how that goes. But we're going to start Liliana's song. And we'll play until it's over. It's not a very long DLC, it's about an hour or 2. So I figure we can play it until it's done.
Do you want to know a secret? This tale of foolish people long ago, I know what happened and what is true, but I don't know how it should end. Let me tell it one more time, and perhaps together we will see. Really nice. Months of planning, favors, everything is waiting for us. We are here to show Ferelden how Olay commands the game. Several jobs and a personal score of my own, but the rest of the night is yours. Think you're up to it, pretty thing? You know I'm ready for anything. Of course you are. You're mine. I'll be watching. Don't let me down.
Love to watch her go. Returns me to the stone.
Focus.
A little
This'll be
fun
fun.
with the wigs of Ferelden. They won't expect it. Not like in Olay.
The clients want a little stealing? A few insults? Some good old revenge.
Eyes open. We've got our targets. Let's find them. The goods we're after are stored here, in the square.
Okay. So there we go.
The guards will be looking for any excuse to bring out the blades.
Imports of import. The man thinks he's clever. Ugh, dead people jewelry.
Right, set the place on edge.
I didn't do that right.
Finery? This Sir Wally has clearly never been to Orlais. Let's put these to better use somewhere. He'll have some explaining to do now. It's not as pretty as I remember. Maybe these things have a better use. Another look through the imports of import. This bunch won't wait for an explanation of this. Well, the guard will be after us now.
Good. Bring him on.
Renwald's relics, as if he found them. There's our northern trinkets.
Sounds like Marjolaine found her mark, poor bastard.
There's our noble to disgrace.
Here they come.
Things
I'll
fishy.
do it. It's done.
Don't let them near me.
I'll do it. It's done. It's done. It's done. Oh, Marjolaine was hard on her poor captain. Wonder if I could add to that.
You get into our private business, you'd better make it count.
Looks to the world that he's drunk on duty. A good start. Shame we have nothing to add to that. For the moment. A bit of fun. But does a beating seem too plain?
Nobles only really hurt when you hit their reputation.
Come on. Damn you. Who?
Jovi Maris?
Oh, no. I was supposed to be safe.
Sorry, you told stories about the wrong noble.
I ain't going back. I'm not.
Good with me.
In that time, I do it. That's the minimum for our contract. But I bet we could do better if we tried.
Or we could signal Marjolaine down from the tavern and get out of here.
Oof! How do they get so heavy on such terrible food?
Ah, nobody boils an innard like a Ferelden.
Another look through the imports of import. This bunch won't wait for an explanation of this.
Here comes some friends, ready for fun.
It's done. I'll do it. It's done. I'll do it. It's
Well,
done.
Happy New Year to all the people that are watching in the Central Time Zone of the United States, for it is now midnight and 2022.
Marjolaine has left the man in a state, no question.
I wonder how much shame he can bear. Waking with a dead man will not help his situation.
Passed out on the job, holding suspect materials? Disgraceful.
It's a start.
A start, she says.
Another look through the imports of import.
Cool. All right.
Let's see what we can do for Mr. Renwald. Another visit to Sir Wally. Another look through the imports of Let's see what we can do for Miss. Watch out!
Clean the street.
It's done. I'll do
Right, it's time to clean the streets.
that. Right. I'll do it. It's done. Well, I see a cache of sorts. A mage collective. Sketch, did you know?
It's nothing, usually.
Then no
Here
wonder
comes the
mine
train.
is made.
Ready for
It's done. I'll do it. I'll do it. No mercy! It's done. The usual moaning about charity. This board needs something.
Dark and deep. How many coins down this thing are gone for good? Really? From the poor box?
If their maker misses this, the Chantry has bigger problems.
Still dark, still deep.
Always
Clean the street.
I did. In my time. It's done. In my time. It's done. I'll do it. Right. It's done. I'll do it. Oh!
Let's get this done so we can go home.
Another clue. Thank you, Collective.
just me and
We're supposed to strip him of dignity, not his things.
It'll be both if we find an amusing place to leave them.
Haven't we done enough to the man?
I wonder how much shame he can bear. A thief as well? The man is a disgrace. A non-regulation addition, I'm sure. Marjolaine will love this. But... Watch out!
How much more will you do?
It's done. It's done. Right. I know.
Night Captain.
In my time, I'll do it. It's done. In my time. I'll do it. In my time. It's done. I'll do it. It's done. Everyone gather round for a hug.
Let's go ahead and level up.
Marjolaine? Marjolaine! Don't tease me today.
That's how we do it.
Ooh, pretty thing. Out of breath, hair in a state. You'd be a scandal on the streets of Orlais.
Right.
And you love it. If I'm not mistaken, you want me this way. You think you know what I like, eh? Is that what inspired the fantastic destruction of the poor captain? We are very much alike, you and I. I have a surprise. We did not come this far to slum in darkened streets.
I actually got an achievement.
Aye, Marjolaine?
Make sure she has everything she needs. There will be no rest for us tonight. Don't keep me in the dark. Who's the mark of distinction you have in mind? In good time. Just know that we will have earned a special rest when all is done. Ready yourself and come back to me. I need only my skill, Marjolaine. I am always ready. That, my pretty thing, is what I like to hear.
Cool.
Sodding stone.
You can't come to Denham without visiting the Earl's estate.
You're mad.
The Earl is away, and most of the King's patrol has been drawn to some sort of trouble in the market. Our employer just wants us to plant some embarrassing papers under the cover of a burglary. It will be assumed they were here all along. Unless you think you're not up to my challenge. Kept anything else to yourself? Like what the papers are? Or who hired us? I think that they are payments, suggesting mistresses. And you know as well as I that we do not need to know the players. We let nobles decide who to blame. We are just the enablers of the game. That's it. Now we split to divide the gold. find a fun way in, and put the papers where they can be found but are not obvious. In the bedroom, nice and personal. Don't keep me waiting. Tonight is not about shadows. We want some chaos to hide our true purpose.
Could we do that without leaving a trail right to us?
Always want a clear path to run, hey boy?
Ready up!
We're on ready to go down here.
In my time. Right. I'll do it. It's done. In my time. It's done. I'll do it. It's done. I'll do it.
Not much of a strength-based character, are you? So we'll save down here.
In my time. It's done. I'll do it. Right. In my time. Right. I'll do it. It's done. I'll do it. That one seemed better trained. In my time. It's done. I'll do it. Right. In my time.
We dump them out of sight or something.
There's our way in. We can reach the window in that nook.
Tight fit for Tug.
Yeah, your mother said as much.
There, we could dump the soldiers in the dirt.
I don't see you offering. Good place to stash something, if you like digging. Shallow grave in a pumpkin patch. There's a bad song in that. Aye, it's still dirt. And another.
And in we go.
Right. Let's find more soldiers and make a nice mess before we plant the papers.
Love it when you talk like that. You too, Sketch.
Alright, so I guess we're going on a spree.
Gentlemen, watch out! Right, I'll do it. It's done. It's done. I'll do it in my time. It's done. I'll do it in my time. Watch out! Do Ferelden's condone torture? Or is this allowed because the Earl is away?
Doesn't say much for whoever was left in charge.
Floor, woman.
I heard something outside.
You know the penalty for speaking out of turn.
That boy will grow into something special.
What's next? Help yourself. It's supposed to be a burglary after all.
Thick doors make every room a surprise.
Oh, you a funny one. I'll do it. It's down. I'll do it in my time. Right. I'll do it. I'll do it in my time. I'll do it. Right.
All right then. Well, this is a conundrum. There we go. That's a conundrum now.
What now? Come, Commander. Let's see your little dragon. What the?
Dun dun dun.
Watch
Here
out!
come some friends, ready for battle.
I'll do it. It's done. It's done. I'll do it. It's in my time. Easily done. More soldiers! It's done. The war journal with no war.
A lot of bitterness still around. This is pushing it, though.
Well, we took care of the backup, which is good.
The master bedroom. We can plant the papers in the desk. These are Orlesian seals. Be quick, pretty thing. We are wearing out our welcome. Marjolaine, these seals are Orlesian military. This is not some embarrassment of nobility. Who am I to say what upsets this lot? You seem to know them pretty well from what I saw. That will do, Leliana. We have to get moving. I don't like this. Leliana, later. Move.
Three, 6, carry over the oars. No. Looking a little peaked, Missy.
Nothing about us being here hits you as wrong.
Haven't thought about it. My purse follows Marjolaine. Good eye for money, that one.
But if we're caught...
If you're caught, I never know what you're doing out there. That's how I like it.
Just show me what you've scrunched up.
Cool.
Your turn to cook?
Have to do something. The Earl's estate, soldiers. Templars should give up mages and hunt whatever Marjolaine is.
I was worried I was the only one left out of the plan.
You're the only one she tells anything.
Then why did you come?
An apostate elf needs to keep his friends close.
I can be hanged on a rumor. Accidental treason's a bit over the top, really.
I'm worried too, but we can fix it somehow.
We should just disappear. Don't wait around for it to go bad.
Not go back to Olay.
I don't have much to go back to. Less if they start thinking I'm a threat to the nation.
I can't bear the thought of never seeing my home again.
Wish I knew the feeling.
Some of us don't match the bard spy fetish. Like me, pretending I know the loot.
You murder music.
I have to say something to Marjolaine. Soon.
Better you than me.
Well, Marjolaine's full of surprises, hmm?
I have to say something to her about the papers. Right?
Seems like you've decided.
Marjolaine left you in the dark too.
Always does.
Not always.
Maybe not you. I get where and when. It's usually enough. Valroyu was quiet anyway. Really quiet, actually.
Marjolaine planned for months. Some jobs we turned down.
Made us hungry. Maybe a little stupid.
But not on purpose.
Right.
We have to do something before it's a problem, Tug. But what?
Well, I'd just take my money and run back to Orlais. I have a girl I'm ruining for her Chevalier husband.
We pulled many strings to arrange the market. Someone will know we were here.
Marjolaine has people in her pocket. She can deal with treason. Maybe.
I may be making too much of this.
Those papers were not the job we agreed to. They're a different kind of risk.
Then you should let her know you are concerned too.
Knowing and caring are different.
We have to do something before it.
Well,
We pulled many...
maybe.
I'm sure it's all just a mistake. We can fix it.
You won't like hearing that.
to be worried.
It doesn't matter. You need to remember your place. You do not question me in front of the others, Leliana. Not in the field, not anywhere.
The game is one thing. We go back and forth between nobles, and the authorities turn a blind eye. It is amusement. But these papers... If the seals were Olesian military, then bringing them to Ferelden is treason. Marjolaine, there is no blind eye for treason. They hang you in the street.
My poor pretty thing, lost in a strange place. Oh, this is about seeing me with that officer, isn't it?
I know the game is more than combat, and I know how pleasant it can be. But it was perhaps not the best time. And a Ferelden? An officer?
Leliana, you are my favorite, yes? If you are determined that we must undo this, I will alter my plans. You know there is always a cost when that happens.
Thank you, Marjolaine. Our lives are exciting enough, no?
Just be ready. Give me a moment.
Okay, this is going smashingly.
You are ready? Because this will not be easy.
I know.
We'll go back when it is dark again. They won't expect a second break-in so soon.
We can say we were there to steal the papers in the first place, for Orlais.
I don't plan on having to tell anyone. Shall we go?
I will sleep easier when this is all done.
It will all work out. I promise.
This is a prologue to the main game, so that's why we're playing it before
You're
Awakening.
right. The grounds were bare. Perhaps we stole everything worth guarding.
There. Let's get your precious papers and go.
Yeah. Here we go.
A little heavy-footed over the wall, maybe? I'll draw the ones I can. Go!
She's...
I got the Orlesian battle dress already, so I mean, I pretty much wore it.
It's gone again.
Guess we're going the other way.
Let's see.
We're under attack!
we're going for trinkets, make it quick.
I finished. What's next?
What now? These poor things.
One nug's a big meal for a Bavari.
I got it!
It's done.
How did they know? Where are they all coming from?
Just keep going. We'll make it out here.
In my time, it's done. In my time, I'll do it. It's done. In my time, I'll do it. It's done. I'll do it. It's done. In my time.
There should be more guards out here.
There! Oh, she made it out! Why isn't she running? Marjolaine, I fought the ones that could, but there must be more.
It's all right.
We can tell them about the papers. There must be an embassy. Hooligan petition.
Shh, my pretty thing. Shh.
Our plan will work, won't it?
I have a way out. Yes.
Well, well, well. An Orlesian spy caught with her hands on hard-won Ferelden intelligence. You'll be worth a pretty sum. Once we've had our fun, of course.
Ow. The treachery.
It is worse than losing them to death, isn't it? When the one closest to you is untold.
Who?
A friend. I can help. But you must find your resolve.
This better not be a trick. I can't take another.
You're scarred, inside and out.
Marjolaine is adept at striking where you are most vulnerable. Believe me, I know.
Then I'm not even the first.
You have more than enough enemies, Gar. Why are you defeating yourself? Others need you, even at your lowest. And that is a source of strength I cannot describe. I must go. You can do this.
How do you know about this? About me? Hello? Oh! I don't want to do this. I shouldn't have to do this. What now? Sketch. It's done.
Leliana, watch
Right.
out.
I'll do it. It's done. I'll do it in my time. It's done in my time. Right. I'll do it.
There we go.
It's done.
Don't look at me. I'm following you.
Tug's here somewhere. We have to find him. Tug's here somewhere. We have to find him.
Watch out!
If ever, look out!
Time. It's done. Right. I'll do it. It's done. I'll do it in my time. Right. It's done in my time. I'll do it. Right.
Alright, there we go. We're all leveled up, we're all equipped up, sort of. I got 5 things. They're not letting me in there, because of course not.
Name's Silas. I owe you twice. Especially if you're against Raleigh.
I'm not a...
Gates everywhere. Got to be a lever.
I'll do it. It's done. It's done. Oh, no. It's done.
My turn!
Okay.
Oh no. No.
Doug.
He's dead.
She did this. With her beast. They will both answer.
Tug's weapon? I can't...
Just keep it safe.
I will. Could have used that.
Always something else. In my time. I do it. It's done. Right. I do it. It's done. Right. It's done.
Never caged again!
So it's sad we don't get to see Tug again because, you know, he's dead.
It's done. I finished.
There we go. There. Now we have... a guy with a shield. Now we have a tank. We have we have Leliana, the DPS character, the tank, and the healer. Okay. I spec'd him right to be a healer. That's
We're in
good.
for a fight.
Right. It's done. I'll do it. Right. It's done. Let's make this last. I'll do it. No one else is coming. Follow if you want. I have people waiting for me.
Okay. Okay.
Free. are a spirit of virtue.
I prayed to be free of Raleigh. Thank you. Girl, you are wonderful. Thank you.
You want out? Move. There is no one else.
Okay.
Always something else. It's done. I'll do it. Right. It's done. I'll do it. It's done. It's done. Right. I'll do it. Right. It's done. Right. I'll do it.
There we go! Triumph!
Sketch, I have to wonder if you understand of what you're supposed to be doing here. There we go. You heal.
You're safe now.
Dorothea? Dorothea? Your guest is awake.
So I see. Please, give us a moment. Please. No doubt you have questions.
Dorothea? Should I know you?
No, no. If you wish a full introduction, I am formally Revered Mother Dorothea.
Your Reverence, then?
My temple is in Orlais. I came here without sanction, hoping to fix the mistakes I have made. So please, just Dorothea.
This is a chantry? Am I to be arrested?
The chantry is not an arm of the king's law, although I am certain these good Fereldans disapprove of both of our actions.
But you are one of them.
I am also a legion. They have no reason to listen to me. But they know that if I fail here, it may harm the chantry as a whole.
You saved me? Gave me a key?
You didn't need a key. You could have tricked the guard or bound a splinter into a braid for a lockpick. And you would look good with braids, you know? Anyway, all I did was suggest that you are never powerless when others are in need.
But why?
Because I needed to hear the same thing when I was in your place.
This is all interesting, but I need to be a long way from both Ferelden and Orlais very soon.
The papers Marjolaine sold to Commander Raleigh were mine. The papers used against you.
You did this? Those were Orlesian military. It is treason.
My temple receives troop movements, so we can minister in the field. They were stolen. In a moment of weakness. I didn't know why Marjolaine wanted to be so close to me, but it felt like youth.
So this is your fault?
It would be more appropriate to say I share responsibility. As do you. When someone takes advantage of your weakness, it is still your weakness.
I tried to stop the deal. What else can I do?
What do you need to do? What do you need from the people who did this to you? I can tell you where Marjolaine is, where Commander Raleigh is. Help Ole and yourself. I will be here when you decide you are ready.
Sketch? I guess we made it.
So glad to see you, or anything after last week.
My thanks, too.
Thanks for getting me out of that place, Leliana. No market for a helper.
No market?
That Raleigh wasn't going to keep me long. A spy ringleader like Marjolaine painted you. You were going to the highest bidder. Maybe even the Empress.
I just wish I had been there for Tug.
They did him first because he wouldn't shut up. Drove Raleigh's men crazy for days, laughing at them. He was stalling for me. They said they'd take my hands. Only way to trust a mage.
Oh, Sketch.
All I see is red. But it doesn't matter. We can't fix this.
So we don't fix it, but we can set it right.
I'm not sure I know what that means.
As long as we try. Silas, was it?
Yes, I had to follow. I hope to earn the good mother's trust, and yours. I stand ready to go after the commander. And this Marjolaine who put you at his mercy.
Apparently this now involves nations? Or threatens to?
I don't pretend to understand all that. I was in Raleigh's care a lot longer than a week. Whatever I can do to settle my debts, I will.
So, did I free a criminal?
I poached some game. I'd have taken my lashes, but Raleigh doesn't like inconveniencing the king's law. He had me for months. For no reason beyond his own amusement.
How does a petty criminal get so quick with a blade?
Former soldier. I was probably not too far from Raleigh during the war. Glad to say I'm nothing like him now.
So you'll follow me? Where do you think that will lead?
If I can end this, I hope to serve the Chantry. They will already know my good intentions. What about you?
Me? Nobody cares what I want.
You should.
No doubt Dorothea is waiting for me.
I'll follow you where you lead. I owe you that, and more.
Still here for you, Leliana. Missy, need something to perk you up? Road ahead will be a tough one.
Lem? How?
Yeah, I went to ground when Marjolaine showed her colours. Almost gave you up after the week. Hard to miss your escape, though. Lots of people thanking their Orlesian she-devil. So, need anything?
All right. Show me what you've got.
Might as well take them. Gives me 7 there, 5 lyrium potions, 8 injury kits, and a partridge and a pear tree. Okay.
You work in this temple?
I am giving my life to the Chantry, yes. If you'll excuse me.
I'm sorry about earlier. I wasn't sure where I was.
It's not that, miss.
What then?
I was like you before I came to serve Our Lady. It troubles me.
I am no threat to you.
No, I worry for you. Many come to the Chantry at a difficult time. Not all find their way back.
I won't need to come back.
I was the same. There was a lot of pain between then and now. If you'll excuse me.
Our Marjolaine has secured Commander Raleigh as an escort to leave Ferelden. No doubt she expects a reprisal for her various crimes. It would be a shame to disappoint her.
I need to know
More
some
questions
things before this goes ahead.
As would I.
I know nothing about the commander, beyond what he did.
Commander Raleigh is a noble who apparently distinguished himself to King Merrick during your Legion Ferelden War. Many on both sides have been reluctant to abandon the hatreds of that conflict. But if I had to venture a guess, I suspect he is also a miserable bastard at heart.
I could have died in a dungeon, like Tug did.
I recognized a familiar spirit in you, and I had faith. It is a strength you come to understand in service.
I'm glad you didn't start preaching at the time.
I hope I am not preaching now. I just wanted you to be aware of the tools you already had. If this is the last the Chantry sees of you, I have still balanced some of my shame.
A lot of people followed me out. What happens to them?
Some will be turned over to the city guard, although the difference in treatment may well feel like freedom. Others, like Silas, have more than paid for their petty crimes. He wants to join the Chantry.
Perhaps he wants a chance at Commander Raleigh.
I would not blame him.
You know a lot for an outsider in Ferelden.
The members of this temple have been most helpful, though they technically owe no allegiance to Raleigh.
They suffer too if secrets given to the Chantry are not safe.
My actions could harm all nations ministered by the Chantry.
This seems like a lot of trouble for a few papers.
If Raleigh finds the support to act on them, the number of lives at stake would be considerable.
But Ferelden and Raleigh are at peace.
It might be more accurate to say we are merely no longer at war.
Tell me how to find Marjolaine.
For your own reasons, I trust.
Do you want your precious papers or not?
Not if I inflict more harm in the process. Call it a concern of my trade.
This isn't just between Marjolaine and I.
I hope she did not know of the abuse Raleigh would inflict. But I am sometimes foolish like that. I must pray for the commander. But I would not cry if this world lost him. He is escorting Marjolaine to the waking sea, where she will wait for passage. I have suggested a path. Be careful.
Pathetic girl. You're in the heart of my Ferelden. What do you hope to gain?
Listen to the commander, pretty one. There is nothing for you here.
Except for vengeance. Let's go.
I'll do it. Right. It's done. Right. I'll do it. It's done. Right. In my time. It's done. I'll do it. In my time. It's done. Right. It's done. In my time.
I'm not giving up this opportunity to strike at Ole. I'll drag Marek to war if I have to.
I'm sure you will.
You're either traitor to your nation or your fellow spies. Who will have you up?
I'll do it. In my time. It's done. Now for the master of these beasts, and Marjolaine.
And papers. Lives count on that.
We are
For
fighting
Legion
hard.
harlots! You wanted more of my men!
It's done. Right. It's done. Right. Right. It's done. I'll do it. In my time. I'll do it. It's done. Right. In my time. In my time.
Never caged again.
Oh.
Wow.
Right. I'll do it. Right. It's done. I'll do it. In my time. Right. I'll do it. In my time. It's done. I'll do it.
I'll do my best.
Oh, having 3 people in a party is not easy. Especially when there's a mage involved.
It's done. It's done. In my time. Right. It's done. In my time. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Unruly girl. Let me demonstrate how one properly controls a pet. Spying bitch-born Elysian whore.
Always something else.
Spying bitch-born Elysian whore. no better than Marjolaine said. The bards of Orlais have earned their reputation. But I remember the scared little girl in my cell.
I remember too. That was for her.
All this, and doing every one of these lives. It's more fun when it's personal. I wonder, what did the lovely mother offer for her papers? Something as entertaining as what I did to get them?
The papers don't matter. I take them back for nothing.
Then I was right to think you were dangerous.
Don't turn this around on me. What you did was inexcusable.
Once you started to question, it was only a matter of time before you would betray me. That's what I would have done. So I did it first. We are the same.
No.
So you say. But here you are, weapon in hand.
You see your own distrust on every face. Did I ever know you?
If this was reversed, you'd wake every day expecting my blade.
Marjolaine.
We are the same.
Do you want to know a secret? That moment I keep, because even now, I don't know what ending serves best. But being able to choose, that is the truth of this story. The rest, it changes with the audience. All things change when they find purpose.
And that's kind of our first insight to Leliana. We don't get to see whether or not she actually stabs Marjolaine in the back. It's kind of left open to interpretation. I like to think that she didn't. I mean, we end up killing or releasing Marjolaine, depending on your choice in the main campaign. We let her go. So, that's Leliana's song. It's, like I said, between an hour or two. So this was an hour and 22-minute playthrough. Little short stream for the end of the night to bring in the new year. But it's just kind of a backdrop of what Leliana is as a character. And the last time we actually play with her as a character. After this, she's just an NPC or one of our allies. So that's kind of sad, but it was nice to be able to play with her again. She is one of the mainstays in Dragonage. I think it was partly a mistake not to let her be a playable or a party member in Inquisition. I know why they did it, but I mean, we got to be able to use, Josephine as a character, so we could have had both hands of the divine in our party. That would have been kind of fun. But also, we already had two bow users with Varric and Sarah, so I mean, it makes sense not to have Leliana in our party in Inquisition, but overall, this DLC, it's not great. It's really short. Like, this was the beginning of DLCs, so they didn't really know what they could do, how they could incorporate DLCs into games and things. They're still kind of figuring that kind of thing out. KOTOR had a DLC with Yavin 4, but this was kind of like, how do we make this work? And honestly, Dragon Age Origins DLCs are kind of weak. This story's okay, but Witch Hunt is probably their best DLC because it sets up a lot of questions. We'll get to that one after Awakening, though. Awakening's a big expansion. People were expecting a 30-hour expansion, and it's like anywhere from 7 to 12 hours. Average playthrough is about 8 to 10. It just depends what you do in Awakening. So, like I said, this was just to get through this DLC today. I didn't want to deal with it later. So what we would do is we'd start a new game, and the next time we play, we'll probably play Awakening. If I do play Darkspawn Chronicles and Golems of Agmarak, we'll probably do them together because they're kind of the same type of deal. But obviously Witch Hunt is the big one after this. So we've done Leliana's Song, Witch Hunt is a must, and Awakening is a must. This isn't, and this isn't, but we can probably pop those off in one stream. I mean, I could probably just pop those off before I even start Awakening, but we'll see. I'll probably do Awakening first because I want to continue the campaign and not get... And really, I probably should, because this one depends on this one. So we'll probably do Awakening, and then we'll do these two if I want to. And then we'll do Witch Hunt and be done with Dragon Age Origins. So, that's the game plan. I plan on streaming tomorrow. I don't know for how long, but I need to go to bed now. It's 1:15 in the morning. So, I'll get a good 8 hours of sleep, and then take care of the physical needs. You know, shower, eat, do some stuff, because it's supposed to potentially blizzard tomorrow, like 8 inches of snow, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, this was Leliana's Song, and we have completed it, so I will pop that on the YouTube for the playlist and archive it for future viewing. Until I see you guys later, you have a good one. Good night, everybody.